When the invitation came, you were hip-deep in Lemure slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind. Withers, he requested your attendance in Faerun, to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side.
Lizelle! She could make it!
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
So before we get talking to people, if you were to become an Illithid and attend this ceremony at the end, you would need to eventually start passing some, I think, Constitution saving throws. If you fail any of them, then you automatically start attacking the camp because you can't control your hunger for brains. And Withers eventually steps in and says, nope, get out of here. And he kicks you out of the celebration and ends the game. So that's a little bit of a sour note to end on. But if you don't take the Illithid transformation, then you can just enjoy the company as is. And if Karlach was the one to take the Illithid transformation, she would be here as an Illithid too, but she would become, like, her personality would become a little bit similar to how the Emperor behaved. Pretty,
becoming accustomed to the
like,
taste of
to the
salt
point,
bed.
not very enthusiastic, not a whole lot of enjoyment in anything. So, yeah. Keep that in mind if you want to go for specific ends. Do I have a potion of animal speaking? I wish I did, but I don't think I do. So I can't really talk to the owlbear, but I can, you know, say hi. Hey, buddy. Look at you. Big boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chin scratches, chin scratches. I believe if Will didn't tag along with us in Avernus, this owlbear would be like his quote-unquote faithful steed. What have you been up to since last we met?
He snaps the air and wiggles. He's either miming fighting a many-limbed creature or dancing. It's unclear. He is, however, exhausted. He's had plenty of adventures without you.
That's a good dude. What do you say you find you a home? How about with Halsin?
The joy in the owlbear's eyes is clear. He longs to have a home, and Halsin is perfect.
The owlbear hanging out with the bear? Hell yeah. Scratch!
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
Roll for perception. What do you got there, Scratch?
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
It is? What's the astral prism? Where the hell did you find this, boy?
He whines. Let's talk. More throw. Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
Where's that astral prism? There it is. Inert astral prism. Can I not throw it?
Good song, good company.
Probably not from the ground, but... Alright, here it goes. Go get it, Scratch. Yeah. Who's a good boy? Yay, Shadowheart's a friend to the owlbear.
There you are. Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Shadowheart, isn't it? I've been counting down the days.
Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Hug, 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 hug. Sorry for my sharp armor.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
You know, I missed that, actually.
Same. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. For old time's sake. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
Feelings mutual.
I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same.
What you been up to?
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Sounds like you're doing right by yourself.
I like to think so. Choosing my own path is still something of a novelty for me, but at least I'm free to make my own mistakes. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
You're right, I was truly heroic. Your parents would be proud of you.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited.
What's next for you?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to?
Bye.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess we don't have any updates to
You have
share.
managed to survive without me. A welcome surprise.
Hi, Minthara.
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Ah, we could have been conquerors. We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain?
Sure did miss an achievement by not doing so, but... You of all people should be glad the Absolute is no more. It nearly destroyed you.
True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities.
And what mark have you been making, Minthara?
I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan. And make the Spider Queen bleed.
I wonder how many times the VA had to run through that specific line in the event that they kept messing up Menzo Baranzan. Sounds like you need no help from me.
Naturally. A fledgling god is of little use where my plans are concerned. You may observe my works if you lack sufficient occupations of your own, but do not interfere. Unless you wish to learn how fleeting divinity can be.
Jaheira!
Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Good to see you too, Grandma. I missed you too, Jaheira.
How nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh?
I heard rumors the Upper City was destroyed beyond reconstruction.
The Upper City has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing.
Crop circles?
Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again.
All's well and good, but what about you? I want to hear what you've been up to.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
Karlak and I are each other's home in Wild Avernus.
Garlak is lucky to have you. And know that you are not forgotten. If your friends don't drag you from the hells, it will only be because you freed yourself first. But there will be more to discuss on that matter. First, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Hi, Volo.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Getting yourself into yet more trouble, I presume?
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Great, love that.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
I love it, presuming I'm the hero.
Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you could just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you.
You have gotten good at copying my signature.
Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Yeah, great. What? No. Bye. Hi, Astarion. How's Vampire Lord?
Not well. Look who it is. So, how are you enjoying the Hells, my dear? I assume they're darling as ever.
It's been tough, but at least I'm there. Well, actually, he wouldn't care. As darling as a living nightmare can be.
Oh, don't spoil the mood. We're here to have a good time, after all. Reminiscing with old... friends.
Why'd you hesitate on that? So what have you been doing since I saw you last?
Cazador's mansion has become my palace, and played host to every kind of banquet and soiree and masquerade imaginable. And of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence over those who matter. I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly, but I have nothing but time now.
Great. How's it going?
Rather wonderfully, actually. I've been making all sorts of new friends. They're the kind of friends that would see me burn the first chance they get. But that's all in the nature of the game, isn't it? But the important thing is I am doing wonderfully. Finally having a life that's worth living. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking.
Sure, I'd drink to that.
Perhaps the next time we meet, we'll have grander conquests to toast. I did miss you, you know. There is a sense of loneliness that comes with power.
Talk to Minthara.
We did share a wonderful adventure, you and I. And pity to see it end in some ways. But we have great new lives stretching out before us. And great new adventures to go on. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. And I know you'll never forget me. Until next time, darling.
Yeah, we'll never forget him because his
Perhaps I
VA
should
won
stretch my wings again.
Actor of the Year,
Who knows
Performance of
what
the Year.
people are gossiping about.
Hello, Zell. Real quick, I wanted to bring up that Astarion, if he is not a vampire lord by the time you beat the Elder Brain, he'll start burning in the sunlight and will run off.
Nature.
I think that's the
more could I
last
wish
you see of him in that ending cutscene too. But he'll be back for this epilogue bit and just be still a thrall,
There's
not
the
a
same
lord.
old chatter. Does no one here get drunk and spill secrets?
How is El?
The Hell's Walker returns. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
It's nice to see you too.
It's nice to hear it. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
If Orpheus survived and wasn't a Mind Flayer, then Lae'zel would still be here in astral form, but would say that Orpheus is helping her to project this. Or rather, he did teach her how to project herself, so she was doing that without much effort at all. Your efforts to topple Vlaakith are well underway, then.
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith.
What?
Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai, An exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into two. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Hold on. The Great Warrior Lae'zel is on a diplomatic mission?
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Good luck, Lae'zel.
And to you, always. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. But don't think you've seen the last of me. I'll be back. Sure as the comet will rise. Sure as Kalir will forever circle the sun.
What has become of the egg, Lae'zel? Has it hatched?
So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zan. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zamvardim. I trust his care to no one else.
Yay!
Zan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Yay, the egg hatched! Yay, happy ending! Hi, Tressum. Is Gale around?
Just the same old chatter.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
You must be Tara. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dakarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
And that's what he told you, then who am I to argue?
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius, he'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
No respect for the... Well, I quite like that. Thanks for the invitation.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
Been speaking to Astarion? Hi, Gale. Where have you been?
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Dakarios of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
You can find yourself to the School of Illusion? I'd have thought you could teach the entire curriculum. Also, about singing with a sword in your hand.
I did offer, as a matter of fact. However, the Blackstaff insisted I couldn't teach every subject, nor could the simulacra of myself I offered to create for that purpose. So I've settled for teaching the art of illusion. Magic to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all, imagination. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them, or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last.
Yeah, the tattoos are gone.
Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Just be someone's messing around in the back of the class. Instead of throwing chalk at them, you threaten to explode the whole classroom. Yeah, it works every time. Glad to hear that. The weave is not fodder for idle study. It's dangerous and should be treated as such.
Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the playful side of such magic. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
Student abuse.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
I've been enjoying my innate and effortless talent for magic, of course, and no further education required.
From you, I'd expect nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them.
Something?
You know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
It would be my pleasure.
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening.
I'm sure you wouldn't complain.
So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Anyone else over in this neck of the woods? Just the usual suspects. Lae'zel made her way over to the bonfire. She can't eat much. Karlak, how we doing, honey? Hi, Halson.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Where's your mad bastard? You brought us back! Commander Zula won't know where the fuck we went! Ha! Oh, man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Look at them, the beauts. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night. And you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time in 6 months. Then again, maybe we won't sleep at all.
Hey, hey. Can I have a kiss?
Come here, you goon.
I'm gooning? Wait, what? Blue flames, yeah. She's alive! Yay! I like the sound of that.
Me too, my love. See you soon. Oh, hey. Before you go, I've been thinking about those blueprints we found. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I'm sure she knows I'll want in. She'll do anything to stop me from fixing this thing. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. You may remember my old friend Flo. Not sure she'll help us, but maybe.
This is the same Flo who...
We might get to come home. Permanently. Maybe even sooner than we think.
Is this the Flo that gave her soul coins and left it with was it a bugbear that was at Moonrise? Allison, where'd you go? Oh, there he is.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
Let me guess, just as nature intended?
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Sound like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Bear hug, yeah. Astarion transforming in the background constantly, giving that aura flare, distorting the camera a little bit.
That was more than worth the wait.
It's quite a squeeze you put on me, Helson.
Apologies. You can probably understand my eagerness. I shall be as gentle as a feather next time.
A bear
now,
feather.
We have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first, Helson. I want to hear about the life you've made, the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize the balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
I'll need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
They're not your kids, but kids you're watching over? Alright, let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Regale Halsin with tales of your past 6 months. Wait, fighting alongside Karlach against the devils and demons.
Karlach is truly lucky to have you in her life. Even the hells themselves cannot dim the love you share. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
And then he goes back to his kids later to tell them of all the demon slaying and imp throwing, and also all the violent sexcapades that the hero and Karlach got up to. Yeah. Tell me Nathaniel and Oliver. Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often, What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
What of the Grove? Do you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Now that would be impressive. I may have volunteered you for something, if you'll forgive me. Might your new community have room for a well-behaved owlbear?
Do you truly even need to ask? Of course. Who could not open their home to a befeathered hero of Baldur's Gate? And I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise. Oh, imagine their faces.
Maybe take the armor off of them. Still partial to roaming in bear form, I take it?
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demanded. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
All right.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite.
It's a duck.
I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
That's so poetic. It's lovely, thank you.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
We got Whittled Duck! Still missing a couple of people to talk to. Minsk, there he is. And Happy Horse and Milil. No, we're not talking to them. Minsk!
Breathe deep, Pooh. The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. To meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both. Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes. Honored, of course.
It's good to see you, Minsk. Boo too, and Happy.
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing achsome.
You still chasing after the guild? I thought you made peace with them.
So I have. Though it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 Fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. And so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site. Even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh. Oh, gods.
Oh, you're doomed, buddy.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
I met a giant space hamster. Then in the Hells with Karlach, fighting off devils and looking for a cure for her heart.
Oh, Boo, do you know what it would mean? To find a cure for Karlach's heart? Exactly! Her heart would be cured! Oh, when this day comes, you must come and bunk with Minsk and Boo. Fear not, we sleep in that sewer no longer. It is a different sewer, much less damp beneath the bedroll. Now, Halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends, so you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil-Horned and Angel-Hearted.
He's no longer the Blade of Frontiers, though.
Lae'zel of Creskiller, true child of Gith, and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Lord Astarion, as murderous a monster as any I've known. But you are safe from his teeth. He is unlikely to stoop and split those fine trousers of his. Gale, the man who would be a god, but then thought better of it. Boo thinks better of him for it too. Shadowheart, two gods dogged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair? Halsin, Archdruid of Arch... somewhere. He is a much better man than he smells.
You too.
And there, the champion of the Hells herself. Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkul Ball and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Bull shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jahira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you.
Oh, he's doomed.
Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves, who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
I'll be waiting for that gift, Happy. Oh, now he's Shadowheart. Nope, there he is. There's Will.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
I noticed the scent of... Oh. DC 10. Bonus. Got it.
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Dirt. Smells fragrant flowers and a mysterious accent I can't quite place.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, the three of us have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? If those blueprints work, we might be able to fix Karlach, and she might be able to go home to Faerun.
Glad you could slip away to see your father. He must be so proud of you.
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the flaming fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed.
Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered.
Deep.
May they all take it to heart.
How have you been faring without your warlock powers?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter.
Hey!
I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Damn. Well, there's one friend we still haven't talked to yet, by my count. And there's a waypoint up here. Nice lab you got here, Withers.
Good song.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to do.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
To the greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
Yeah, cheers! Don't get too comfortable, Happy. Who is watching you? That's the game. Baldur's Gate 3. Hell yeah. This game's great. Final thoughts. Yeah, this game's great. It was just another playthrough for me. I wasn't really experimenting with much, and I still had a good time with it. Probably telling of how solid the game itself is. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more videos for the channel on this. If I do, it'll probably come, like, way later. But, I'm satisfied with how this turned out. I like the format that it ended up taking. And I hope you did too. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to sit here through the credits. I've probably already sped them up for you to watch, and I'll just meet you at the post-credit scene.
thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Dang, so Withers is a god too? Good for him. Glad we never attacked him.